Welcome back to the Titanium Hangar. This is Mike coming at you with the weekly news and review for 7/19/2026, and well, there's a lot of news that we had last week from TFCon, BotCon, all that good stuff, and I'm trying to figure out how we're going to get the news this week to match it. Well, guess what? We got some Sdcc stuff, but of course, we've always got Transformers news in the mix, and then we've got Ghostbusters news. Well, Ghostbusters news and more Ghostbusters news, but Mondo is going to be doing this. They're not up just yet. I've got to find the date specifically when they go up. This is going to be a timed pre-order for these things, and you can make them look like normal ones. Then we've got some Jada doing more Scooby-Doo stuff with Wave 2, which we've seen it, what's coming, but these are like official promo pics to show kind of what the figures can do and all that fun stuff. Then we've got some Invincible stuff going on here from Jada, and we'll talk a little bit about that. Then we get the Comic-Con reveals, and it's kind of all over the place. I'm going to try to get it together as best as I can, but it's still kind of all over the place. But we're going to be seeing these con exclusive figures. I don't think they're cheap. And Buttercats. And then G.I. Joe reveal, where I was, well, we knew the Triple T was coming, but I was still hoping that we'd find out a little something about a Thunder Machine over a Triple T. But we're getting a Triple T. We're getting the 4th iteration. We're going to quadruple X down on that of Slaughter. And then we've got some Star Wars news, but mostly it's just about Sdcc. Coming up! Alright, starting out what's new at Show.Z Store. We got the Bango Toys, the BT-08 Fleming Lightspeed, and the, well, okay, number 5 and number 4 is the Darwin Nose Cone. So that'd be the last two, because let's just see here. There's going to be 5 of them, and it would be Newton, Hertz, which we already have, Fleming, Darwin, and Einstein for the 5 team, which is very smart of them. Very intelligent, brilliant, genius of them in the naming convention. And they've got the X-Transbots, Hello Abaddon, Hello Abaddon. And the thing about this one here is that it's going to be $279, $1 down, I think, but a little bit on the pricey side. Probably a small run, probably the reason for it, but I'm probably going to pass. I think it's a cool, interesting idea. Was hoping it'd be like, you know, under the 200 mark, but when they do lower runs, it costs a little more. And it's a con exclusive, so it probably won't be carried everywhere at every distributor. So if you don't jump on it for the $279, secondary market might be crazy. Remember, if you go over to Show.Z, save a little money, TH in help support your reviewer, favorite reviewer kind of thing. All right, getting into this, X-Transbots has the MX-48 Big Jester, which is Draxus, I guess. Looks a little different than I was expecting for it, but it still is a pretty interesting reuse of the mold. And the cannon looks a little bit different. He's got different accessories, different head, so that it is retooled. I think the chest looks different, so there's quite a bit different on this. And with that, that's another use of the mold. And that's not going to be an exclusive, I don't think. I don't believe that one's exclusive to anybody, so it should be able to show up pretty much anywhere. And this one here they call False Prime, which is the first time I've heard of False Prime, but other people are like, oh, I've heard of this. So MX4F for False Prime. And it's an interesting color scheme. And how many colors will we get of this? Well, we haven't seen the toy version yet, which is cool. I'm pretty sure we'll see a toy version from X-Transbots. And what other schemes will we see? We've got a cartoon version, and then we'll see the toy version, and then is there a comic version that we might see? But yeah, lots of different colors of Galvatron. Alright, so this is kind of a really fun picture here. This is Big Mac toy, and it's showing the weight, and it says 10 kilograms via WeChat. So that's going to be a pretty good one for 30 inches. About 30 inches, what I'm understanding it's going to be. And it's the BIG01 Fort Max. And yeah, it's kind of fun seeing it stand on a scale, register on a scale. That's a pretty nice tile too. So it won't be as big or weigh as much as the Fans Toys one, but it'll probably make it to market sooner. Literal in-hand pictures of TFC toys, crossover with DJS toys, Sdcc Stealth Roar, and I mean we've seen a lot of this already, but more in-hand pictures, why not? And here we go with more of the same. Just it's a rat lore in a way. Some people are talking about what different colors they could color this, and you really think they could do a Tiger Force one. No, is it Tiger Force? Yeah, Tiger Force, Tiger Rat. So if you missed BotCon, but you still want to get one of these Stark figures, which basically Iron Man, I'm not 100% sure if there's going to be a chance to still get the gold one, a 1 in 5 chance. But you can go over to the Realm of Collectors Spotify page, and I'll try to link that in my description below. Not 100% guaranteed because there's so many hours between now and when I upload, but it's a long time from now. The thing is that this is not like a normal release or even a normal exclusive. I mean, there's only so many and it's done. It's not like 4,000. It's like, I think they do the minimum 500, I think, but I'm not 100% sure. And if you want to get it, and again, I wish I had information on whether or not there's still the possibility of pulling a gold one. So we've gotten a Digi Bash update on the Fans Toys FT62, and really no information past that, but I doubt it's going to look exactly like this, and it'll have a lot more shininess to it, but still kind of fun to get an idea of the colors versus the design versus it looks good. It looks good for what it is. And how long till it comes out? So one of the questions I had last week was, will this FT50A come with 2 figures or 1? Because it's going to have the Fast Track and a Zarak, and it appears it's going to have 2. One of the questions or tripping points there was that there's supposed to be changeability to look like US or Japanese versions, is my understanding. So which is part of what made a lot of confusion for me with this, but I understand we're getting both. And if we're getting both, that's not going to be a cheap figure at all. So price is going up. Akai Studios upgrade kit for the Studio Series 86 RC. So I'm curious if this makes much of a difference at all in the Masterpiece segment. Could it? Because it does make it look a little bit more masterpiecey. But was the head really that bad? I don't know. I don't know that people complain about the head that much. But the arms, does it lengthen them a little bit? It seems like it might lengthen them just a tad bit. Still kind of cool and interesting, and yeah, I guess open hands, that works too. So yes, Akai Studio. Well, I haven't got the Aldi Action Elite figures yet, but I'm not sure exactly how tall they are. Would they pass on a Masterpiece shelf? Are they just like 7 inches? But this is from Shinto Toy Box on Weibo, but kind of showing comparisons here of this new one. And there's a comparison to a standard one. So there was a gold, a silver, and standard. I'm guessing you can just get all 3 of these. And with that, yeah, Aldi does good on the 5-inch scale. And I'm wondering, actually, I think this might still be the 5-inch. Just looked it up on Show.Z Store. 4.72 inches for the original release and $37, but it's sold out. All right, Yolo Park is showcasing their AMK Pro Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime Shattered Glass version. So it's got different coloration to it and Rise of the Beast. So there it is if you're interested in this figure. Limited to 1,001 units and likely available at Sdcc. Also, only available at in-person events like the last one, the Yolo Park AMK Pro Series Bumblebee movie, Optimus Prime transparent armor, and Earth Globe accessory pack. It doesn't give a price. It says limited to 1,500 and possibly Sdcc also. I don't know. Interesting look to it. AMK mini series Megatron. This is from the Dark of the Moon. Also, professional coding revealed. Some images here. So it's like a repaint, more or less. Recoat. It's a recoat. Limited, exclusive. There's not much information about that. Yeah, 1,000 units worldwide. In-person events. It's enough talk about Megatron this week. Let's talk about Galvatron a little bit. Great prototype. New images of the Cartomy Beast Wars 2 Galvatron. And it's a beefy, bulky guy. So this is in hand versus renders, which is kind of what we've been seeing in the past. And now we're seeing this. It looks pretty interesting. It looks big, beefy, and bulky. And probably exactly as it should. So X-Transbots, mini Transbots, and MPH Studio supposed to be coming together to make this. So Axiom, Optimus Prime. So the past MPHs were like 2.5 inches. They're like, when they say mini, they're not talking legends, sub-legends. So it'll be interesting to see how this turns out. You can make this thing battle damaged if you choose to do all that. Battle damage it up all the way. And looks pretty good. For especially the tiny size. And then there's the alt mode, which it's alright. It's a little short in the bed, or the tail. The tail's a little short, but I guess it works. Toys R Us China is a new exclusive Transformers Bundle Studio Series 86 3-pack, which I think is a fantastic idea. The only problem is that we can't get it in the States, I don't believe. So that's kind of strange that we can't get it, but of course that would be the way to do it. I know people don't generally want to buy stuff like that, 3-packs, 5-packs, all that stuff. But when it comes to Seekers, I think people definitely want to. This other pack is the one they're calling the Optimus Prime Hot Rod, the MTMTE, more than meets the eye. Retro TV box 2-pack, which is actually not a bad little setup there that they got going on. So that would kind of work. And another Hot Wheels collaboration, which we'll see some here in a bit, but the collaboration gift sets. It looks like a 2-pack with the first 2 figures, is what it says. And then there's going to be Studio Series Devastator Agent, the Prime Superion, Tease Bruticus gift sets, and all that fun stuff. Yeah, me, Grimlock, want battle damage. Is that what these are? This is the 2026 Hong Kong Fan Expo exclusive Studio Series Battle Damage Grimlock and Megatron. And I don't see that they're that excessively damaged. I mean, they don't even have as much gunk on them as the original Siege figures did, but I see it more on the Megatron. So, both good molds. The new Megatron's a pretty nice looking Megatron, pretty nice looking bot. And I just love what they did with the Dinobots. They did a great job on all the Dinobots. So, with all that, they're saying, though, there's only going to be 40 units available, and it's going to cost 573 US or 4,500 Hong Kong dollars, and only be available at the event from July 24th to 28th, the Hong Kong Convention Center and Exhibition Center. Okay, there's going to be a Age of the Primes Voyager class Guzzle that's going to be approximately 6.5 inches. Voyager class, 6.5 inches. And it turns from a robot to a tank in 23 steps. Comes with double cannon and blaster accessories that attach in both modes and all that. All the usual stuff. But yeah, it's a figure coming. I guess we just fill in the gaps with our own imagination. So we've got Hot Wheels Transformers El Segundo and Scorcher released in Canada Canada. And I don't know, you know, lately it seemed like Canada's on a roll to get everything for the U.S. Not exactly sure how that's going to pan out in the future, but it's there in Canada. And the Hot Wheels ones are kind of cool. I've actually never seen them go on sale. That's strange. Never seen them go on sale. The Hot Wheels ones. All right, we've got the Age of the Primes, Optimus Prime, Energon. They're in package. This is from Billy Shanghai Cybertron Fan Celebration Events. And no word on when or where these will be available, but I'm thinking I saw somewhere saying Walmart CollectorCon. So when the Walmart CancelCon comes along, I think they will be available in the U.S. through Walmart, or might be available at Walmart. We'll see. And it looks like the Transformers 1986 movie screening 40th anniversary is coming to Australia. And if so, then Hoyt's Village and Event Cinema have added Transformers the movie page to their coming movies page for Australian public from September 17th. So, sounds like a fun time down there. All right, so this Mondo set over here is Mondo Citizen Ghosts from that one episode. It is going to go up for pre-order on July 22nd at 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 Central. Priced at $365. The first 1,000 orders will ship out this month. The remaining will ship out February of 2027. So if you're one of the first 1,000, you get it this month. If not, you wait till next year. Well, that's crazy. $365. Not really bad. It's cheaper than if you were buying them originally, but you get less stuff with them. So what stuff do you get? So you get all this stuff here, and what it says is in here is Vankman with regular Peterhead and hand swab, and same with all of them. And then we get the Slimer accessory figure with removable food accessories, orange ghost accessory, bug-eyed ghost accessory figure, and then all those little accessories on the bottom that make it look like, bottom right, I've been slimed, which it's kind of cool. It's an interesting way to do it, and you get different stuff with this than you got with the original releases, which is great. A second opportunity to pick them all up at once, which is probably going to be the most popular way to buy these. Right, so the Invincible figures from Jada Toys, Wave 1, is going to have the Battle Damaged exclusive figures, Omni-Man, Conquest, and Invincible. So I just watched one episode. I thought it was alright. I haven't gotten into the whole show, but it's kind of cool. You can watch it. I think it's Amazon that you watch it, but prices are $30 each. Alright, Sdcc exclusive Super 7. There'll be more exclusives coming here in a second, but this is Micronauts Reaction Plus, the Biotron, and Baron Kaza, which I think are popular ones. I know very little to nothing about Micronauts other than they had translucent parts and kind of Joe bodies back in the day, right? Similar to G.I. Joe builds before G.I. Joe. But yeah, available Sdcc exclusives, and probably go up for order on other sites later. Guess we should have rolled right into Mondo right away. But we got Keldor. So this is the 1/12 scale Keldor, timed edition, probably 125. I don't know yet, but it looks good. Could possibly convert into a Skeletor. Maybe you can turn him into Skeletor. Maybe it's possible. That would be interesting if it was a thing you could do. They got a 1/6 scale Panther. They do have the price. Keldor's $115, Panther's $525. Timed edition, Flocked limited edition, and this will be on July 22nd also. Keldor's price $150, and the first 1,500 will ship in October. The remaining will ship in February 2027. So that's kind of the way they've been doing it, I guess. And there it goes. So they've already committed to making so many. They know they're going to sell them, and then the rest will come later. This is flocked. It looks good. It actually does look like a good beastie cat. All right, so we've got the Mega Man X Black Zero from this. These are usually Jada, aren't they? No, not this time. This is 3-0, so I guess 3-0 is what making them. And yeah, that looks pretty good. I don't know the character so well, but this one is going to be at the ACG Hong Kong show in China Joy 2026, and it includes the Buster Arm, interchangeable hands, Z-Saver effects, and good stuff like that. Also 3-0. The big MDLX should have been a dead giveaway to me. Oh yeah, that's 3-0. But this is a Mega Man Ice Slasher figure. Same other information as the last one. It stands 4 inches tall. They say it's 1/12 scale, so he's only 4 inches tall, but pretty cool. And this, we got another one. They got a lot this week. Okay, this one is Hiya Toys, and this one's going to be $82 versus, I didn't even see the price on the other ones. I did not see the pricing on the other ones, but this one's $82, and it is the Mega Man X Hiya Toys X Toy Ultimate Armor figure. Removable X bursts with effect piece, removable wings, removable jetpack. Of course, $83 for this figure, and you get all this stuff with it. So I kind of like the Hiya Toy figures I've gotten. I know they're not. I know they're expensive, but I like the ones I've gotten so far. So really no real big complaints about any of them. So probably not with the Mega Mans either. Okay, Hasbro to produce Legend of Zelda toys, 6-inch scale, form factor. It's like they really definitely wanted to just clear up what's going on here. It's funny because there's Zelda toys on the toy hall right now. What's going to be different? I liked what they did with their Dungeons and Dragons figures, except lack of articulation and all that stuff, and a higher price point. I always view the Zelda toys as like lower price point toys, so it'll be interesting to see what happens with them. Will they have better quality than the Dungeons and Dragons? Will they have a lower price point? I don't know. And so with that, they're going to have 3 on display at Sdcc. And we've got Walmart Collector Con Ultra Street Fighter 2 Versus Pack, and you can get Bison Player 2 in blue, which it looks good, and Guile Player 2 in red. So that's a pretty cool exclusive for the Walmart Cancel Con. Yeah, they like to cancel stuff. And we've got something from Storm Arena, Dark Stalkers Lilith pre-order. If you were wondering what Fraser's wife did prior to them hooking up, just kidding. Anyway, this is going to be $32.99, due for release in early of 2027. You can pre-order it over at BBTS. 2 interchangeable head sculpts, 4 pairs of hands, 1 soul flash effect, and a stand. We've got Jada with some Scooby-Doo Wave 2. Scooby-Doo Wave 2, Where Are You? A second wave of Scooby-Doo 1/12 scale figures has been announced by Jada Toys. Wave 2 includes 3 figures Scooby-Doo, of course, Sea Demon, and Spooky Space Kook. Pre-orders for assortment will go live on July 20th, noon. They'll join the Wave 1 that hasn't sold out. So I think they all look good, and I think they're $30 each, but I haven't ordered them yet. I was kind of hoping to find them in Target. I don't need to buy everything at BBTS. Listen up, maggots. It's Snake Stomping season, and he's here to announce the G.I. Joe Classified Sergeant Slaughter Triple T 2-pack. Together we're smashing through Cobra's defenses. That's on SDCC. Doesn't really say any information about price and exclusivity. Where will it be? And there it is. But lingering from G.I. Joe June, I would have rather had a Thunder Machine. But also, I don't want them to hide Thrasher behind a Thunder Machine. And they can throw in version 4 of Slaughter. I don't need another version of Slaughter. Personally, me. So, I probably won't pick this up. But, unless it's on sale. I still think it's cool. I think they did a good job with it. I like the simplistic look of it. It feels a lot like the ARAH time frame. They've updated a little bit, like the guns and some of the accessories and gadgets have been updated a bit, but it's still very classic and retro. That's what I like, but I still think if it's $80, I think it's a good price, but I'd buy it $80 on sale, personally. Puts the POW and Powerful get rolling with the SDCC exclusive full color metallic cyborg Batmobile with spinning wheels, saw blade, and working bat lights, coming soon to Amazon. SDCC 2026, 1966 Batmobile. I think you can fit 1/18 scale figures in it. That's it. 1/12 won't fit. I don't think. And I haven't gotten any of these. They're usually like 140 or something, and 130. So I don't. Still looks good though, and you can pull the top off and see engine, a lot of detailing to it, which is part of the price point, but I'd probably never ever do that. Pre-order alert: Boss Fight Studio Red Sonja Epic Hacks Immortal Red Sonja 1/12 scale figure can be pre-ordered at the likes of BBTS, Entertainment Earth, and Nerd Zoic. So, looks good. I understand there was a lot of controversy surrounding other companies trying to make a figure and throw in a red-headed head sculpt as one of many head sculpts. And Boss Fight did not like that. So, anyway, there's $50 if you want the official Red Sonja. Pre-order alert for Bio Booster Armor Guyver Figma number 700 Guyver 3 Limited Edition. Ultimate Edition. BBTS, $92 if you're interested in it. It's the one on the right. The bigger one on the right. So, anyhow, if you're interested in all that, I don't really know what property is. It just looks fascinating. It's kind of cool. Alright, so Power Rangers. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Combinable Dragon Sword Kickstarter launching in August from Playmates Toys. So, why are they kickstarting it? It's called the Dragon Zord Into Battle when this campaign launches. So, I don't know. This I don't like the idea of crowdfunding it, bigger companies, but Playmates has got to do what they got to do with losing the Turtle license. It just seems strange. But it's missile launching hands, hip, shoulder articulation, a drill spinning tail, nearly 10 inches tall Dragon Zord is only available on the Kickstarter campaign in the foreseeable future. And it's going to be compatible with the Season 1 combinable Dinozords and Tyrannosaurus Dinozords, Mastodon Dinozord, Triceratops, Sabertooth Tiger, and Pterodactyl. And then combine all 6 to build a giant Mega Zord. I take it that's what this is. Now, I've done some videos about the Power Rangers. I'm not an expert. I'm the farthest thing from an expert. But that looks like what would be combined. Let's make it bigger. Alright, we got these non-articulated figures. The Hobbit, Gandalf, and Goblin figures. And it's interesting, but for the price, well, they're big. They're almost 11 inches, or 11 or... So Gandalf's a little over 11 inches, not quite 12. And then we've got an 8-inch figure for the other one, the Goblin, which still, it doesn't look like 8 inches. It looks like it'd be shorter than that. So the Goblin, it says it's 8. That does not look like a 3-inch difference to me. The Hobbit itself was, right around 6 inches. So it's, 6 is probably closer, but this is interesting. It's cool looking stuff. It's probably going to match cartoon and 77 cartoon very well. That's where it is probably doing its best work. But highly detailed, non-articulated statues. You could swap out Gandalf's hand with different things he's holding, but that's about it. And Mortal Kombat 2 will be the sequel to the 2021 video game adaptation. Will debut on HBO Max on July 24th after taking in 129 million at the worldwide box office. So I'm assuming the budget wasn't that big, and they're making money, or at least I hope. Still, if you want to watch it, stream it, HBO Max. All right, so we have got pictures here, which I'm not even sure where I'm getting information for the pricing, because I could have sworn they said the pricing was like 85 and 65 or something like that, but I don't know exactly. So, sorry, I'm letting people down on all of that, but we got more stuff coming for CollectorCon. Sdcc, I guess. So, Super 7 is making this. It says it's got light up eyes, Mumra, the ever living toy color, and it looks good. We've already gotten this figure in toy color. I'm wondering if there's anything different about the buck and all of that. And it's funny too, because these light up eye ones, I think this one went on sale in the past, which would be strange to be putting this out, but the card back's the fun part. Still, it gets a lot closer even than what they did with their deluxe to the original LJNs with the artwork and all that. But all the extra hands does kind of throw it off a little bit. All the extra claws does kind of throw it off a little bit. And they had to pack all that, $5 more in plastic to charge you almost double the price. So that's why they're doing that. Plus the light up eyes, which that's another $1.12 or something to put the lights in. So I think, I don't know if I'm gonna get it or not. I don't know. I like the kind of like the look, but at the same time I feel like it's the same figure we've already gotten, except the eyes light up. And the Mumra with the light up eyes was more color to a standard Mumra. So this will be the only chance to get either one of these with light up eyes in toy color deco. Quick little round out of what's Sdcc kind of stuff's going on. So the G.I. Joe Classified Shipwreck and Cadet Deming is $64.99, and I don't have the date just yet for when these are all going up. They're all going up on the same date, but Marvel Legends, Spider-Man, Marvel Lizard, and Electro. Yeah, this all came directly from Pulse, and it's got 4 days from now, so I guess all this goes into effect Thursday. Okay, Marvel Legends series, Spider-Man and Marvel Lizard and Marvel's Electro, $85. Then we've got the Charles Xavier, X-Men 97, $50, and his Chariot. Then we have the Asajj Ventress with Anakin Skywalker, $52. We have the Blaster as Jim and the Holograms, $60. We've got the ATRT and ARF Trooper 501st, $80, and that is Black Series, so it's not vintage collection. The Kenner, this is one that kind of bothers me. Kenner Classics World Ghostbusters Ecto Glow Chopper, the Copta, $68, and then that's more than I thought. I thought a figure and this, like I was thinking like 40 something, but 68. That's gouging. And he doesn't even have a card. He's not even carded. It's a little disappointing, to say the least, but price-wise. Then the Optimus Prime cereal box with Jazz. And then my favorite of all this, the Fatal Fluffies. I'm getting several. $55. All right. We've got Actionverse, Mandalorian, and Savrip Creature Showdown Pack is coming soon. Oh, it's listed now on Amazon, so if I were to click on that, would it possibly tell me the price? Oh, this is the kiddie stuff. Yes, toys can still be for kids. It says currently unavailable. Wow. Huh. Currently unavailable. So is it that popular? It's selling out? Interesting. Walmart exclusive Black Series Dogma and hard case landing page. So it's pre-orders open on the 23rd. So that's if you're interested. Not 100% sure if what the price is of these. 56. 56 on the Walmart site if you're into all of that. We got another Disney shop, Droid Factory revealed. This one is called R2 WRWLF. Werewolf. I can't make it up. Someone else did though, so someone made that up somewhere. And with that, that's pretty much all that's going on with Star Wars. I've already just covered the Sdcc stuff, so I guess that's all that really needs to be going on, right? Let me know what you think about this week's weekly news in review. Did you find anything cool in here? Is there other cool stuff I didn't talk about? Let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, and you can get the Seeker Storm Pack 4-pack, 150 Hasbro Pulse for the next 30 days. 30 ring around.